All right, we're going to jump on something that I've talked about ever since I started doing any television on the financial fronts. And that probably goes back even before CNBC of 2007. I always thought it was very important to start off every single show talking about the volatility index. Why is that? Because that is a great indication of the markets themselves. What kind of movement are we expecting? A 16 VIX means we're going to go 1% on the S&P 500. A 32 VIX means it's 2% per day in the S&P 500. This morning we woke up, the highest level I saw was a 65 print mark, 65 for the VIX. We settled down towards 40. Last I looked, we were about 35. Gives you a little bit of an idea. But remember this, for about a month and a half, we were stuck at 12. Yeah. We didn't move off of 12. Then we finally slid up a little bit, 15 to 19, hitting 19, but more closer to 17 to 15. And now take a look at that volatility index. Oh, and by the way, I think we can show you what we've seen and why it's so important to be market rebellion, because there was a little unusual option activity in there. They bought 100,000 of these calls in the VIX. They were 60 cents. They sold the upside. So what does that mean? They turned it into a spread. The whole thing cost about 40. Let's just call it 50 cents because the guy who does this all the time is 50 cents. And I'll tell you what, this was a monster, and a monster that was put on when it was trading 12.50 on the VIX. Wow. That's a pretty damn good trade.
We talked about this on Cocktail Hour on Friday. We talked about this on Cocktail Hour 2 Fridays ago. That's, of course, our every Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's for subscribers only. So if you want to be part of it, you got to subscribe. Go to marketrebellion.com/get started, and you'll find out how. But we talked about this. We had a lot of our traders at Market Rebellion on Friday saying they were on Thursday, telling a lot of people in our subscriptions to get ready to be selling into the open on Friday and see that continue this morning. And it sounds like it's because we're so freaking good at our jobs, folks, and we are. But it's also because if you watch the major indicators, if you watch the VIX, things like what Pete's talking about, you can see the freight train a-coming, as Johnny Cash said.
I love that. Anytime there's a Johnny Cash reference, it's deserved. I love it.